All right, Shalom. I'm giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash, Intawadi Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, for giving us the spirit of truth in these last days which the world cannot receive. And as always, double honors goes to our apostles, the elders of Great Millstone that taught us His truth through the Spirit, Brakatham, peace, love, and blessings. All right, to the hopeful elect. All right, this is Kwani Wa Achim, that's preaching His truth in sincerity, faith, and honesty, and Shalom. All right, to all you sincere believers as well. All right, so this was 6 minutes ago, uploaded from Dabu 777, and as you can see, it's titled Hong Kong imposes unprecedented C-19 lockdown as China allegedly scrambles to secure Beijing. All right, and it's beautiful how, okay, a few days ago, you had the president's inauguration, all right, and which was very satanic, all right, very a ritual, okay, for the brothers out there, we know, but for you guys that you know, that don't understand what's going on, you know, Lord's will, the Lord can open your eyes to see how, okay, the gross darkness, as it is written in Isaiah the 60th chapter, that's being spread over the whole earth, man, okay? And then now today you have a so-called lockdown that's coming, that's going to start Saturday out there in Hong Kong. But I want to read this comment here. I was going through the comments before I actually play it, okay? Just go to show you, all right, they're going to have a hard time pushing this vaccine because this is gearing you Jakes, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians to receive this new, this so-called New World Order, man. And it's going to come by the way of pushing, or enforcing this vaccine, man. All right, so just like it started out there in China, okay, they're bringing this for the second time back in China, man. Okay. So it says, this guy here, David, it says, you aren't seeing nothing yet. Buckle up for a crazy ride. And this is what the elders and the Apostle Great Millstone has been building us up in the spirit, or in power of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai by the way of the precepts, so that we can be able to stand in that day. All right, born with a receipt, whatever. It says, Joe Biden has ordered FEMA to begin setting up camps. Roundups coming. Salaki, roundups coming. I'm a little excited, man. I love this. You know, it says, here we go. Hold on, people. Things are going to get interesting. Second verse, same as the first. You see? All right, hey, so man, you know, this is, hey man, people know what's going on. Time is ticking. Hey man, this is beautiful, man. So they're gonna have a hard time pushing this, man. But let's go ahead and play this clip here.
This is Dabu 7.
Yes, the spirit is 144, you know.
We now have word out of Hong Kong. They are saying that the city of Hong Kong on Friday announcing its first ever lockdown, a measure that is reminiscent of harsher measures that they had rolled out to combat the SARS outbreak some time ago. Now, here we have moves being made that were not made before. I'm sure the government is going to try to use this to their advantage here. Now, according to the South China Morning Post, Hong Kong will lock down around 150 residential buildings in an area that they say has been recently hit by a new wave of COVID. Now, they will deploy more than 1.7 thousand disciplined service officers, 500 from police, and the rest from customs. So this lockdown expected to begin at midnight. They're going to roll out this mandatory testing in the region as well. And as I get more information on the mass inoculation that's going on here, we'll...
All right, I'm going to stop it right there because he's getting ready to say the C word, and I don't want this video to get taken down. All right, but pretty much, all right, you have it. All right, here's another lockdown going on out there in China. All right, and it's going to get worse, man. Like, you know, like we said, man, 2021, all right, is going to be a lot worse. And like Elder Apostle Tahar said, one of their last camps ago, a few weeks ago, he said a lot of you Jakes are going to be howling in vexation of the spirit for 2020. Okay, you thought 2020 was bad. Okay, you people ain't seen nothing yet. We still in January, man, and this is a few days after the inauguration. They just locked down. They're getting ready to lock down Hong Kong starting this Saturday. But I'm gonna get right to the point because I read through this article. All right, this is from SCMP, right? South China Morning Post, and this was uploaded 4 hours ago. All right, so it says Hong Kong lockdown what thousands of residents trapped inside a stay-at-home zone can and cannot do after a C-19 spike. And this is so crazy. This is beautiful. All right, I can't even say crazy. I gotta tell the truth. It's so beautiful. All right, and this is spiritual how they just came out with this movie here, Songbird, just recently, man. You know, me and the bros watched it, and they were talking about C-21 in that there. But it shows you that this is all predictive programming, and it's all premeditated, and it's all pre-orchestrated by the so-called white man, Esau Edom, ultimately who's taking orders from Yahweh Bashem Shai, all right, on the left-hand side, by the way of third in command on the left-hand side, Satan. Okay, all right, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. On the right-hand side, you have Michael the Archangel under Yahweh Shai, okay, right, chief of the angels, and on the left-hand side, you have Satan, man, okay, chief of the angels on the left-hand side, man. So this is all happening according to Yahweh Bashem Shai's plan. So I want to get right to the point. Okay, so it says, whereas the lockdown designated last week, the compulsory testing area is bordered by Nathan Road, Jordan Road, Kansu Street, and Ferry Street, and it's expected to effectively be locked down from early Saturday. See, and guess what? A lot of bros go out Saturday too, man. So guess what? You know, bros gonna be on fire, man. Okay, and this is beautiful, man. It's beautiful, man. Hastening the coming of the day of Yahweh Bashem Shai. This year is going to be a beautiful year, man. And Lords will be out of here this year, man. All right, it's going to get worse, but guess it's going to get worse before it gets better. But there is a better, and that better, okay, is coming for the elect. All right, which is salvation. It says pending an official announcement. Starting on Saturday morning, residents living in some 150 buildings in the cordon will not be allowed to leave the area until the restriction is lifted, which could be as soon as Sunday. Okay, so that's what they say. All right, so let's see real quick. Where was it? Slocking. I don't know what's coming up. Yeah, here it is. It says the legal framework which allows Hong Kong authorities to lock down parts of the city hit by C-19 for up to 7 days was approved last December. So this was already premeditated, man. Under the amendment to the Prevention and Control of Disease, compulsory testing for certain persons regulations, Cap 599J, those breaking lockdown, all right, here it is, those breaking lockdowns, all right, orders face a maximum penalty, right, of 6 months in prison and 25,000, okay, in fines. And that's what they say, man. But ultimately, okay, this is coming here to the states, right? This is coming to Babylon the Great, also known as spiritually Sodom and Egypt, aka known to you today as America, which is home of the slaves and land of the freaks, man. This is what's coming to you people, man. More restrictions, more lockdowns, man. All right, and more ushering in this so-called New World Order, man. All right, it says the amendment allows officers to require a restricted person to stay in a particular area unless granted an exemption, and that's what they showed you in that movie Songbird, man. Stay at home. And what they came and they came, you know, knocking on doors. They came making sure people that were not registered, but were residents there, okay, were there, man, because you had certain people who were infected, okay. In that movie they showed the C-21, but they had certain people that were infected who were pretty much ducked off, all right, living with their loved ones. But here it is, all right, check this out, okay. It says, I'm gonna get right to it. It says only 3 types of people will be allowed to enter the area: residents, relatives staying in the same flat as those in the need of care, and staff members in urgently needed sectors such as elderly care. Okay, so you have the residents and relatives staying in the same flat, which is showing you what they're getting ready to. They're locking everything down, man. Okay, and that's why the scriptures say a man shall desire to go into a city. All right. Okay, so a lot of things things is coming down to the wire, man. All right, and it says in staff members in urgently needed sectors such as elderly care, which a lot of the elderly, which they showed that in that movie Songbird too. The elderly woman, okay, was one of the first to get sick. All right, okay, and they came right to her, man. Okay, and they show you in the trailer, all right, of the cities, all right, being pretty much boarded up, okay, the streets being empty, all right, and the announcement was stay at home. All right. So this is real life, man. But I don't want to make this video too long. You know, this is a beautiful article. All right. But yeah, Lord's will, man. You know, this be the year. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is moving swiftly, speedily, and hastily, as is deemed by, coined by Elder Pastor Hart through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. This is 2 Ezra 15:4. It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." Because you got a lot of unfaithful Jakes out here, man. And chiefly Jake who know they're Israelites. That's in the book of 1 Peter's 4th chapter. Judgment is going to begin at the house of the Most High, which is your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And a lot of you guys don't believe. You're just here for YouTube subscribers, man. You're not telling the people the truth. You're not warning Jake. You're not feeding the flock in sincerity and honesty. That's 1 Peter, the 5th chapter. All right, feed the flock of the Most High. All right, and then Apostle Paul said, if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward, man. I have a reward. All right, verse 5, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." So these are all plagues that's getting ready to be stored up, all right, in these last days. All right, chiefly for spiritually Sodom and Egypt, which here is the states, man, United States of America, man. Verse 11, "But I will bring them," I'm jumping down, "but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm," and this is speaking about the elect, all right, out of the nation of Israel, chiefly here in Babylon the Great, and scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. That might look like the other nations as well too. Okay, it says, "And smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof." See, so the Lord is getting ready to plague this place as he did ancient Egypt, man. But the Lord is getting ready to modernize it by bringing a series of pestilence, all right, to this place, man. Which, when you go into the word pestilence, that's from the word pest, which means disease. All right, jumping down to verse 27, "For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him." And this is a time where these plagues, all right, are coming upon the whole earth. All right, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is not going to the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is not going to deliver 2/3 of you Jakes here, man. Only the remnant. All right, so this is 2 Ezra 16 and verse 8. "The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?" Right, so your money is not going to save you, man. That's why all throughout the Old Testament and in the New Testament and in the book of Sirach, it says, "Riches profit not in the day of wrath." It says, "Set not thy heart upon riches." And in the book of 1 Timothy, around the 6th chapter, okay, it says, "Boast not in thy riches," man. You see? All right, roughly paraphrasing, man. Because that's not going to deliver you from the plagues that Yahweh Shem Shai is sending. No man can drive these things away, man. All right, verse 14, jumping down, it says, "Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth." All right, so, you know, I just want to bring this out real quick. All right, concerning this so-called new lockdown, whether it's real or not, okay, we're prophets, man. We're watching, okay, and it's only going to get worse, all right? Okay, it's only going to get worse from here on out. Okay, for you people out here, man, that take the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai for a joke, all right, through his only begotten Son, which the scriptures say, "Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away." Well, destruction, famine, death, and pestilence, we just read it out of the word, all right, the Holy Bible, man. So these things must come. All right, so Lord's will is edifying to the elect. Until the next time, shalom.